I'm now joined by Murray Fawcett, and Murray is a recipient of a Citizens Award 2024. Congratulations, Murray.
Thank you, Neil.
Well done. What was your immediate response when you found out you were going to get an award?
Disbelief. This sort of thing happens to other people, so. But it's sinking in.
Yeah, well, the reality is it's happening to you. It's happening right now. So we're going to have a chat with Murray about some of the things he's done that have led up to this occasion. So let's start perhaps a little bit about your childhood, where you grew up and went to school.
Born in Stratford a few years ago, and went to Midhurst Primary and Stratford High School.
Let's look at some of the community things you've been involved with, and just going back perhaps to your earlier years, involved some contributions to the school board of trustees, and also looking after junior soccer.
Yes, looking after 80 midget soccer boys on a Saturday morning, which was a task, but I enjoyed doing it.
Okay, and that would have been through your kids going through school?
Yeah, our son was 5 and 6 at the time, so it was a matter of looking after all the others as well.
It's just one of those things where every parent gets involved in schools.
Yes, yeah.
And obviously that sort of whet the appetite for getting into community work.
Yep.
And then as time progressed, you got involved in a number of organisations. So we'll ask a couple of questions about those. So one of the ones that I know you've been involved in for some time was the Central Safe Trust and community patrols. Do you just want to tell us a little bit about the patrols? Yeah,
initially I got involved through neighbourhood support, and I signed up as a patroller, got clearance from the police and everything, and that's as part of the project.
Was that an EMS or?
Well, not that I know of. No, it was all good. And I patrolled for 4 years, and went from that. With health issues, I had to stop patrolling, so I ended up becoming a trustee.
Okay, so you've been involved at administrative level and practical level.
Yes, yep.
And you also organise the local neighbourhood watch, which is another little duty that you've taken on, which is great.
Yep.
Amongst some of the other involvements that you've had is a role with the Orchid Society, both in New Plymouth and in Stratford.
Yeah, Stratford Club. I was president for 5 years, and then for various reasons, I think it ended up closing its doors. So I joined up with New Plymouth, and Hazel and I were members up there for about 15 years in total.
Right.
And I spent 3 years as a president up there.
Yeah.
And I was president of the local club here too when I was involved with them.
Just another little feather in your cap, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
The other thing that you've been involved with externally is the Taranaki branch of the Motor Caravan Association.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. And you're currently the president of that?
Chair.
Or chair?
Yeah, I better put that right.
Yeah. And that's a huge organisation nationwide. It's over 100,000 members.
Yes, we've got in total 1,900 members in Taranaki.
Yeah.
And when we have a rally, luckily we don't get all of them arriving there. We average about 40 to 60 caravans, motorhomes. Yeah. And Hazel and I really enjoy running rallies, but we've done our dash for a while. We're not allowed to do any more for a while.
Oh, right. So they're.
But it's a real neat group to belong to.
Yeah.
Very sociable, obviously.
One of the things that is most noticeable in your profile is your involvement with the Cancer Support Group. And,
yes.
And I believe you were the founding member or the person who established the group.
Yep. Yeah, after dealing with cancer the first time I went to a Can Talk meeting in New Plymouth, and I couldn't believe the difference I felt coming home as to what I felt going up there. It was just the fact of knowing, you're not dealing with this sort of thing alone.
Bit of camaraderie.
So on the way home I decided, there's room for one in Stratford.
Yeah, and I can remember you coming and talking to me about that when you were setting it up, and it was a bit of a battle for you, but you got there,
Yeah, it was a battle. I've had a few battles during it, but at the end of the day.
And there's a lot of people that would put a lot of value on that, and you should be congratulated for it.
We have good attendances to our meetings for the size of Stratford. We get really good attendance.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's part of the healing process, but it's a huge step for people to take to come out and say, you know, I've got cancer,
Yeah.
because it's very personal and it's very family orientated.
Yes. Yeah.
And it takes a lot of dealing with, because it's the big C. I call it grass grub, for want of a better word.
Yeah. Okay.
It makes it easier to deal with.
Yeah. I mean, it's fantastic that we've got a support group, and you should be acknowledged for establishing that.
Yeah, and I'm proud of it too.
Yeah. Why not? Murray, just a couple of smaller things that along the way you've been involved with the kids, Take Your Kids Fishing Day, the trout fishing thing.
Yep.
Really popular event.
Yes.
Which you're involved with.
Yep.
And it's still participating there.
Yeah, I haven't been involved with it for probably last 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
You know, I've had some major health issues and
for sure.
that sort of thing. So it's, you know, at the end of the day, I've got to be realistic.
And you've even had a little stint as a fireman there at one point.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a good part of my life. I shouldn't say it, but it sounds a bit strange when you say it was an enjoyable 7.5 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of the friends and mates I gained over that time. And it's quite sad that you're doing it for all the wrong reasons.
Well, look, you know, our time is sort of with us now, and we have to close, but I just wanted to say that, you know, your involvement with the various organisations that you've been involved with at administrative level, but particularly the Cancer Support Group, I think you've done an outstanding job, certainly done a great job of contributing to our community, and with that, I have to say that you're thoroughly deserving of a Citizens Award, and my congratulations to you.
Thank you, Neil.
Cheers, Murray.
Much appreciated.
No trouble.